Big tech and social media censorship. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, others, insist they don't discriminate against conservatives, but they'll have a hard time convincing our next guest of that. Mario Balaban is Media Relations Director for Project Veritas. Earlier this month, Twitter banned Project Veritas and its founder, investigative journalist James O'Keefe, for posting a video of Facebook Vice President Guy Rosen. Now, Mr. Balaban is here to explain more about this. Twitter said Project Veritas violated its rules, but I'm assuming you believe it's another effort to silence your organization. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for having me on. Basically, we launched a video on Facebook late in January. Guy Rosen was one of the people we investigated. He was quoted saying how Facebook freezes commenting that they deem to be hate speech. We went to find Guy Rosen a few days after that video was published to get comment, which is a very normal, common practice in journalism to get comment. And the term is door stopping someone to get comment on something they said. This guy obviously is someone of high importance in Facebook. We went, asked questions. He didn't answer. We published the video of him ignoring our questions. And Twitter decided to say that that video of asking Guy Rosen for comment violated their privacy policy. So with that, they locked our account temporarily, both James O'Keefe's account and Project Veritas' account. And in a few hours, when we decided to appeal that through the Project Veritas account, they simply decided they wanted to suspend permanently the Project Veritas account. So they just permanently suspended Project Veritas, but they have reinstated James O'Keefe. But of course, the double standards here of, CNN doing similar things and other media outlets doing the exact same thing as we do and never getting any issues from that is just obvious and, out of control.
Well, I don't understand. How did you violate his privacy when you actually asked him questions for him to respond to?
So he was right outside of his house, and from the video, you cannot tell what city he's in, what state he's in, the zip code he's in. Absolutely, there's nothing you could tell about the location he was in. The only slight moment you could see anything there was a house number, which still doesn't tell you anything of where that house is located. So they basically try to say that we exposed where this man lived, but watching that video and the caption we put on the video, it's impossible to tell where he lived.
So Twitter is now defending Facebook. Is this a first where social media giants have teamed up against free speech, or has it happened before?
So I'm sure it's happened before. It was interesting observing in this case. So YouTube also took that, as Twitter was doing this, YouTube decided it was a good opportunity for them to give us a strike as well and remove our video from their platform. But what was interesting is that, obviously, since the video was about Guy Rosen, a Facebook executive, both Facebook and Instagram did not do anything with the video. I think my opinion here is that there could potentially be optics there involved, where if Facebook removed a video about Facebook executives, it would look really, really bad for them. So I think they enabled their allies at Twitter and YouTube to do the dirty work and, try to get Project Veritas off of social media.
Mario, we've seen President Trump permanently banned from Twitter, accounts suspended for many people who question the results of the last election. Also, those who question COVID vaccines and COVID policy. What's happening here, and just how dangerous is it?
It's funny you bring up COVID vaccines, because just 2 days ago, we launched a new leaked tape from Facebook. We're still going, by the way. We're not stopping. The leaked tape from Mark Zuckerberg in July talking about how he was concerned about COVID vaccines modifying people's DNA and RNA. And on Facebook now, just a couple weeks ago, they just instated a policy which says if you discuss the DNA and RNA modification coming from the vaccine, you'll be, removed or banned. So basically, the Facebook CEO can discuss it in private, but in public, if the 3 billion users want to discuss it, they cannot. So that just came out recently, and it was another bombshell story. We've done several bombshell big tech stories just in 2021, and there's plenty more to come.
Well, it seems like that's, science and medicine, to question results and to look at other results. Well, Parler's back in business after Amazon pulled them from their web services. So how do conservatives respond? What must be done?
I mean, it's important to understand that it is good to have other platforms that promote free speech, but also the discourse and politics. It's important to understand that Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, you have to use them because a lot of people who don't necessarily agree with your point of view are using that, and in order to get to those people, you must use platforms that that don't like you, to be honest. So I agree. Using Parler, Telegram for us, by the way, has been very successful. Recently, we've grown tremendously, but it's important to use all of them, both the platforms that censor you so you can get your message across, but also platforms that enable you to say what you want to say without any backlash.
And quickly, finally, how is this all affecting Project Veritas? You've done remarkable undercover work over the years on vote fraud, other nefarious behavior. What now for you?
So we're going to keep going. Our big thing in 2021, which we've been expanding since 2019, is our insider program. We want insiders from big tech, media, especially government today, to come to us with information. We want to enable people who want to be whistleblowers to come to Project Veritas and expose wrongdoing. So this is a big project, and getting censored on social media will not stop us. We will, share our videos by proxy. We'll send our videos out through email, through Telegram, ask people to embed. Imagine hundreds of thousands of people getting our emails and Telegram messages, embedding our videos onto Twitter. Is Twitter going to ban hundreds of thousands of people? So that's our message, is that nothing that they can do will stop us or deter us.
Okay, interesting strategy. Mario Balaban of Project Veritas, thanks for sharing your insights.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.